Welcome to Audiobook Abundance.
This is your moment to align your mind with overflow, to train your thoughts to think abundance, speak abundance, and live abundance. Because when money talks, you listen.
This isn't just another audiobook.
It's a reprogramming session, a spoken transformation. You're not here by accident. You were guided here. Something inside you knows you were created for more.
More peace, more power, more provision.
As you listen, let every word plant a new thought, and every thought plant a new reality. You're about to unlock your next level.
Let's begin. Money Talks. Reprogram your mind for overflow.
Chapter 1. The Voice of Money. Money has a voice. It speaks to those who are willing to listen. For years, people have feared it, chased it, or ignored it, but not you. You're learning its language. Money doesn't respond to panic. It responds to peace. It flows to order, clarity, and gratitude. That's what money says when you stop chasing it and start aligning with it. You don't have to force abundance. You simply have to flow in harmony with it. Every time you say, "I never have enough," you block the current. Every time you say, "I am open to overflow," you open the door. Money isn't emotional. You are. And your emotions control your energy. Your energy is your invitation.
If you're tired of struggle, if you're done repeating cycles, it's time to make peace with money. Peace attracts prosperity. When you walk in peace about your finances, you tell the universe, "I'm ready." You were created in the image of abundance. Your DNA carries divine wealth. There's no shortage in your spirit, only in your awareness.
Let's shift that awareness right now. Take a deep breath. Feel your body relax. Let go of fear. Let go of shame. Money is not your enemy. It's your echo. It repeats what you believe. So today, you speak wealth. You feel wealth. You think wealth. And because of that, you attract wealth. You are not chasing. You are aligning. You are awakening to who you truly are.
A magnet for miracles. Every time you breathe, you draw more abundance toward you. Your future isn't waiting. It's responding. Money is moving toward you as you move toward purpose. You are ready. You are worthy. You are wealthy. Right now.
Affirmations. I am open to hearing the language of wealth. Money flows easily and joyfully to me. I am worthy of abundance in all forms. Every day I attract new opportunities for overflow. My peace attracts prosperity.
Chapter 2. The Abundance Frequency.
Abundance isn't luck. It's a frequency, and every day you're either tuned in or tuned out. You can't hear wealth on a channel filled with worry. You can't receive blessings through the static of doubt. Abundance is sound, energy, and vibration, and it always answers the one who's aligned.
Alignment is access. When your thoughts, your words, and your actions match prosperity, life starts to rearrange itself to support you. The sun doesn't struggle to shine. Water doesn't fight to flow. You were never designed to grind yourself into exhaustion just to earn a taste of peace. Abundance isn't chasing. It's connecting.
Everything around you carries frequency. The music you play, the words you speak, the company you keep. Each one sends a signal. Together, they build your atmosphere. If you want more, you must tune to more. Start your mornings with expectation, not anxiety. Speak life before checking your phone. Thank the day before you count the demands.
Gratitude raises your signal. Faith strengthens it. Action amplifies it. Stay on the channel. Don't drift when bills whisper fear. Don't lower your volume when others complain. Abundance has a rhythm. And when you move in rhythm, money recognizes your beat.
You're not begging for blessings, you're broadcasting them. Say to yourself, I'm no longer on the frequency of lack. I've switched stations. I'm tuned to overflow. When you believe that, you stop competing. You start creating. Because competition says, there's not enough. Creation says, I can make more.
Every idea you receive today is evidence that heaven is investing in you. Every opportunity knocking at your door is proof that your frequency is being heard. The more you align your thoughts with gratitude and purpose, the clearer the signal becomes. You'll notice money showing up in new ways. Discounts, ideas, partnerships, favor, divine timing. Those are confirmations that you're transmitting prosperity.
You are the signal, and once you realize that, you'll never chase again.
Affirmations. I am vibrating at the frequency of abundance. My gratitude keeps me in alignment. My thoughts are magnets for miracles. I send out prosperity, and it returns multiplied. I live in rhythm with divine supply.
Chapter 3. Words that build wealth.
Your words are blueprints. Every sentence you speak builds something, either walls or doors. You've spoken poverty before. You've said, I can't afford it. You've said, it's too hard. Those words didn't just describe your reality, they designed it.
Today you speak differently. You build differently. You create differently. Life responds to language. Your mouth is the pen that writes your financial story. If you don't like what you see, change the script. When you speak with faith, you shift the energy around you. When you speak with gratitude, you multiply what you have. When you speak with confidence, opportunities appear to match your tone. Your words are not just sound, they are signals. They tell the universe what to deliver next. Be intentional. Speak wealth like it's a language you've mastered. Speak generosity like it's second nature. Speak success as if it's already yours. Don't use words that cancel your calling. Don't joke about being broke. Don't agree with defeat just to sound humble. You're not bragging when you speak abundance. You're broadcasting truth.
Say it until you see it. Say it until your voice no longer shakes. Say it until your reality rearranges itself. When you wake up in the morning, say, money is flowing in expected and unexpected ways. When you're at work, say, I bring value everywhere I go. When doubt whispers, answer it with, I am called to increase.
Every word plants a seed. You don't see the harvest instantly, but the universe hears immediately. The key is consistency. Speak the same abundance on your low days that you do on your high ones, because words build worlds, not just moments. Your mouth is your map. If you keep saying, I'm lost, you'll keep wandering. If you start saying, I'm being guided, you'll start seeing signs. Every phrase is a direction. Choose words that lead you toward increase, not away from it. When your vocabulary changes, your value changes. People start hearing conviction in your tone. You start hearing possibility in your own voice. Speak from faith, speak from vision, speak from gratitude, and soon you'll find, whoa, you're living in the house that your words built.
Affirmations. My words carry power. I speak abundance with authority. I build wealth every time I open my mouth. I cancel fear and call in faith. What I speak today becomes my reality tomorrow.
Money talks. Reprogram your mind for overflow.
Chapter 4. The Strategy of Flow.
Abundance isn't chaos. Overflow follows order. Prosperity is rhythm, a balance between belief and structure. Faith opens the door, but strategy keeps it open. Many dream of wealth, but few prepare to hold it. You can't expect divine increase and ignore divine discipline. Structure attracts supply. You can pray for prosperity, but your plan must be ready to receive it. When you budget with clarity, when you give with joy, when you invest with intention, you prove to the universe that you can be trusted with more. Stewardship is not restriction. It's preparation.
You're not saving because you're scared. You're saving because you're strategic. You're not giving because you have extra. You're giving because you understand circulation. Money loves movement. It multiplies through purpose. The same water that flows brings life. The water that sits becomes stagnant. So keep your money moving in alignment, investing, blessing, building.
Faith without flow is frustration. You can't just hope for overflow. You create the containers for it. Open a new account, start the project, track your income, organize your ideas, give your goals a home. When you do, heaven recognizes readiness. The miracle is in motion, but motion begins with management.
Order your finances and your thoughts will follow. Order your priorities and your peace will grow. Flow means ease, not laziness. It's focus, not fear. You are not meant to hustle endlessly. You are meant to operate in rhythm. Work, rest, create, receive. Give yourself permission to enjoy the process. The more relaxed you are, the more creative you become. Creativity calls wealth by name.
You don't have to force money. You simply have to function in flow. Flow finds you when you're faithful. This is not about perfection. It's about alignment. Stay faithful in small things, and they will multiply into greater things. You are not waiting for wealth. Wealth is waiting for your order.
Affirmations. I move in rhythm with divine flow. I plan like a steward and give like a king. My money multiplies through clarity and purpose. I create structure that attracts increase. I am faithful, focused, and flowing in abundance.
Chapter 5. Breaking the Spirit of Lack.
Lack is not a condition. It's a belief. It doesn't start in your wallet. It starts in your thoughts. You can fill a bank account and still feel empty. You can live in a big house and still think small. Lack is a spirit that whispers, "There's never enough." But today, that whisper loses power.
You can't overflow with a closed hand. You can't receive when you're still clutching fear. The spirit of lack teaches people to hoard, to hide, to doubt. It says, if I give, I'll have less. But abundance answers, when I give, I make room for more. Lack is not your story. It's an old chapter that ends today.
Every time you've said, "I'll never get ahead," every time you've felt behind, every moment you believed you were unworthy of wealth, that was lack trying to speak through you. But listen closely, it's not your voice anymore. You're stepping into overflow, and overflow has a sound: confidence, generosity,
And gratitude.
abundance begins where fear ends. You can't serve both faith and fear. You must choose which one will be your partner. Fear says, "What if I fail?" Faith says, "What if I fly?" Fear says, "It's too late." Faith says, "My timing is divine. You've carried survival long enough. It's time to live."
The spirit of lack wants you focused on what you don't have. But heaven keeps pointing to what's already in your hands. What's that idea you've been sitting on? That gift you've ignored? That opportunity you've postponed? It's not small. It's a seed. And seeds are designed to multiply, but only when you plant them.
So plant your idea, invest your talent, speak to your own harvest. You have permission to prosper. You have permission to rest. You have permission to expand. You are not greedy for wanting more. You are growing, and every time you grow, you give the world more light.
Lack is leaving your language, your lifestyle, your lineage. You're not passing fear to your children. You're passing faith. You're not repeating cycles. You're creating systems. You are the first in your line to live without financial anxiety. And because of that, you won't just have money. You'll have peace. Affirmations. I release every thought of lack and limitation. I am worthy of more than enough. I live in a state of overflow and ease. My generosity multiplies my supply. Fear no longer has authority over my finances.
Chapter 6. The Divine Exchange.
Every system in life runs on exchange. The ocean gives to the clouds give to the rain gives to the earth, and the earth gives back again. It's the same with abundance. What you give becomes what you receive. What you release returns as reward. You were never designed to hold everything. You were designed to flow. Giving is the generator of growth. It's not about losing what you have. It's about creating space for what's next. The law of circulation says, what flows out in faith flows back multiplied. That's why generosity is magnetic. When you give from overflow, you declare, I trust that more is coming. And the moment you release with faith, the universe starts rearranging to refill your hand.
You can't outgive increase. You're always sowing something. Time, energy, words, resources. Every act of giving sets a return in motion. It may not return in the same form, but it always returns. Sometimes it comes back as money, sometimes as opportunity, sometimes as peace, sometimes as new relationships. Giving multiplies everything it touches. And here's the secret. You don't give because you have extra. You give because you know you'll never run out. When you give from overflow, you prove to your mind that you are not in lack. You silence the scarcity voice and amplify the sound of abundance. The hand that gives is the hand that grows.
Growth doesn't come from grasping. It comes from releasing. Think about how many times you've held onto things out of fear. Money, relationships, old dreams, old habits. They only started to multiply when you finally let them go. That's the divine exchange. Faith for fear, generosity for greed, flow for force. Abundance isn't an accident. It's a rhythm. Give, receive, repeat. Each time you give with intention, you open a new portal of prosperity. Your giving becomes a declaration, I am one with increase.
You don't
Chase blessing. You become the channel it flows through. So today, give something. A word, a seed, a smile, a compliment, a resource. Not to get, but to grow. Because when you give with love, you multiply with grace.
What you release returns richer. So release with joy, release with purpose, release with power. Your generosity is not weakness. It's wealth in motion. Affirmations. I live in a cycle of divine exchange. What I give multiplies and returns in perfect timing. My generosity expands my capacity for wealth. I am a channel of abundance and increase. I give freely, knowing more is on the way. Chapter 7. Aligning action with intention.
Abundance answers alignment. You can pray for overflow all day, but without aligned action, it has nowhere to land. Intentions are the blueprint. Actions are the builders. Every decision you make is a brushstroke painting the picture of your future. Faith moves, not just believes. Faith doesn't sit and wish. It walks toward what it expects. You say you want financial freedom, but have you prepared a plan? You say you want opportunities, but have you cleared space for them to arrive?
Abundance loves preparation. It looks for motion. It looks for momentum. The moment you begin to act on what you believe, doors start unlocking that weren't even visible before. Small, consistent steps open massive gates. Stop waiting for perfect timing. The perfect time is the moment you decide.
Each day, take one aligned action. Send the email. Register the business name. Create the content. Apply for the grant. Review your numbers. Your action is proof of your expectation. Movement magnetizes miracles. You can't steer a parked car, and you can't guide destiny without motion.
When your actions match your affirmations, the universe recognizes your signal as real. You've prayed. You've planned. Now it's time to practice prosperity. Don't confuse busyness with alignment. Busyness drains. Alignment directs. Every move should mirror your mission. Ask yourself daily, Is what I'm doing leading me to overflow or away from it? When the answer is yes, you'll feel peace. That peace is your confirmation.
Peace is proof. You don't have to force what fits. When you're in alignment, opportunities find you faster than you can chase them. Alignment also means resting when guided. Rest is still action when it's intentional. It restores creativity, clarity, and courage. You're not meant to grind endlessly. You're meant to glow continually.
Let your routine reflect your revelation. Let your effort reflect your expectation. When you move with clarity, your steps become sacred. When you act from overflow, you lead others into it too. Today, promise yourself, no more half-belief, no more hesitation. If your faith says go, your feet must follow. Your action is your announcement. Every step says, I'm ready for more. So move. Move boldly. Move intentionally. Move in rhythm with your revelation. Affirmations. My actions align perfectly with my intentions. Every step I take leads me to overflow. Peace guides my decisions and confirms my direction. I move in faith, not fear. I am consistent, courageous, and committed to my calling.
Chapter 8. Overflow Lifestyle.
Overflow isn't a moment, it's a lifestyle. It's how you think, how you move, how you breathe. Overflow is peace when others panic. It's confidence when plans change. It's knowing that increase is your default setting. You don't chase blessings anymore. You carry them. They follow you because you've become the frequency they respond to.
Overflow is identity, not event. It shows up in how you speak, how you serve, how you spend. When you live in overflow, you stop asking, how much can I get? And start asking, how much can I give? Because you understand there's no shortage in the source.
When you rest in that truth, your presence becomes prosperity. Your joy becomes currency. Your calm becomes confidence. People feel safe around those who overflow. They sense stability. They sense faith. Your wealth isn't just measured in money. It's in peace, purpose, and relationships that multiply strength.
You attract what you embody, so embody abundance every day. Live like it's already yours, not in arrogance, in assurance. Walk with the ease of someone who knows the outcome is already handled. Speak with the confidence of someone who knows provision is permanent. The more you embody overflow, the less you explain it. You simply express it.
It's in the way you walk into a room, the way you smile when others complain, the way you stay grateful through growth. Overflow doesn't mean perfection. It means presence. You stay aware of the blessings in motion around you. That awareness magnetizes more.
Every time you celebrate, you create more to celebrate. Every time you give thanks, you expand what you thank. Gratitude keeps the gates open. Overflow closes for no one who stays grateful. So take care of your energy like it's currency. Guard your peace like it's profit. Spend your attention wisely. Because overflow flows where focus lives.
You are no longer striving to earn abundance. You're learning to sustain it. And sustaining means stewardship, self-care, strategy, spiritual awareness. You can't overflow if you're empty. Fill your mind with inspiration, your space with beauty, your schedule with rest. Every time you honor yourself, you reinforce your worthiness. You've left survival behind. You've entered sustainability. You no longer wait for miracles. You live as one.
Affirmations. I live in a constant state of overflow. Peace, purpose, and prosperity surround me daily. Gratitude multiplies everything I touch. My presence carries the frequency of abundance. I am the evidence of divine increase.
Chapter 9. The Kingdom Blueprint.
True wealth isn't just what you keep, it's what you contribute. Overflow is not only for you, It's through you. Every resource you receive is a tool to transform the world around you. When you understand that, you step into divine partnership with purpose itself.
You are the architect of impact. The foundation of that impact is generosity. Money is a messenger. It carries your values into the world. Every dollar you spend, save or sow, builds something, a business, a dream, a legacy. So, build wisely. The kingdom blueprint begins with one truth. You are a steward, not a slave to money. You govern it. It doesn't govern you.
When you master that principle, you move from surviving to ruling. You use your gifts to create solutions. You use your influence to lift others. You use your voice to open doors that others can walk through.
Wealth has a mission. It's not just about comfort. It's about contribution. Every idea that prospers through you was planted with purpose. Every opportunity you accept is a doorway for others to enter behind you.
That's the kingdom blueprint. Wealth with meaning. Abundance is sacred when it serves others. When you feed a family, fund a dream, or free a mind, you multiply your value in heaven and on earth. The world doesn't just need more rich people. It needs more righteous people with resources. People who understand that wealth and wisdom belong together. You are one of those people.
Your wealth is a witness. It testifies that faith works, that excellence matters, that discipline produces destiny. When people see your success, they should see stewardship, not ego, not greed, but gratitude and growth. That's the blueprint. That's the assignment. To build systems that outlive your emotions, to plant trees you may never sit under, to create something that blesses generations.
Don't just think in days, think in decades, think in destinies. Everything you do with integrity echoes far beyond your lifetime. That's why the wealthy give, because legacy demands circulation. Every time you pour out, you keep the current of increase alive. You're not meant to hoard your blessings. You're meant to hand them forward. You are a distributor of destiny. You are a carrier of creative power. You are a builder in the blueprint of abundance. You were born to expand the kingdom through love, service, and overflow.
Affirmations. My wealth serves a divine purpose. I am a steward of increase and a channel of blessing. Every resource in my life multiplies good in the world. My influence builds legacy and impact. I am part of a greater blueprint for abundance.
Chapter 10. Speak to your future. Your future is listening. Every word you speak is shaping what's coming next. The language of faith is creative. The sound of power is prophetic. You've learned to think abundance, to feel abundance, to move in abundance. Now it's time to speak it forward.
Your voice writes your victory. Your tomorrow is taking notes from what you say today. Speak vision. Speak growth. Speak clarity. Speak consistency. When you open your mouth with purpose, your words go to work on your behalf. Don't rehearse your fears. Prophesy your freedom. Don't echo your past. Announce your promise.
Every declaration carries direction. Every sentence sets a seed in motion. You're not begging life to change. You're commanding it to align. Speak it until it stands. Your finances, your faith, your future. You are a creator with sound. When you speak with authority, the atmosphere adjusts to honor your expectation. Say it boldly. I am walking into new territory. I am qualified for the miracle I'm expecting. I am surrounded by divine opportunities. I am safe to succeed. The old version of you is gone. The doubter, the worrier, the survivor, they've served their time. Now the builder, the believer, the receiver, take the lead. Your voice is no longer filled with fear. It's filled with fire. Every syllable burns through limitation. Every phrase calls in provision. This is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of your expansion. Your mouth is the master key. It unlocks favor. It opens opportunity. It calls things that are not as though they are. From this moment, you speak with certainty. You speak with sovereignty. You speak with spiritual authority. Don't whisper your potential. Declare your purpose. When people doubt you, smile and keep speaking. When fear shows up, answer it with faith. Your future isn't waiting on luck. It's waiting on your language.
Affirmations. My words shape my world. My future responds to my faith. I speak increase, opportunity, and divine alignment. Every declaration I make multiplies good in my life. I am walking boldly in the overflow I created. The call of overflow.
You've reached the end of this journey, but overflow never ends. Every word you've heard has rewritten something inside you. Your mind is clearer. Your faith is louder. Your focus is stronger. You no longer wait for abundance. You walk in it. You are the abundance. You are the evidence that faith works, that transformation is real, that prosperity begins in the mind. From this day forward, speak like wealth, move like wisdom, and think like victory. Because the sound of overflow is not in the distance. It's in your voice. Every time you listen to this audiobook, you'll rise higher in awareness, higher in confidence, higher in creation. Keep revisiting these chapters. Let them remind you who you are. Let them retrain your thoughts to recognize favor everywhere. Stay tuned to abundance and stay connected to the community that believes like you. Audiobook. Abundance is more than a name. It's a movement. A place where faith meets frequency and purpose becomes prosperity. If this message stirred your spirit, don't keep it to yourself. Like, share, and subscribe. Download your free Money Talks Affirmation Workbook, a companion guide created to help you reprogram your mind, declare your destiny, and practice daily prosperity. Because repetition builds reality. The more you practice abundance, the more it becomes who you are.
This is your season of overflow, and it's only the beginning.